Cardinal, so you get what I'm trying to say?
Another question.
Yes,
sir.
Shoot, ask your question.
I'm just using this opportunity to ask questions.
Yes.
We're waiting for people, so that take advantage of the time. Okay,
Please
my second question is this. First of all, I want to appreciate you for the confidence you are really portraying in terms of letting us realize that after the training, we have what we need to be able to work. It really matters a lot to me. That's one. Then my second question is this. After the class, is there like a site or a place one can visit to get raw data that you can begin to be test running while you wait for a job or something?
Yes,
Or
there are a
is
lot of
that
data
you're going to give
everywhere.
to us after class?
There are data everywhere. I won't give you data. There are data everywhere. You can also search for it yourself. Anything you think of, just search for the data. It's online. I will share some websites with you subsequently. Don't worry. You want data, Abby? Don't worry. You will see data, you will run.
No, now so that someone can be rehearsed, like
Don't
practicing
worry,
with it.
no problem. I understand you now. You want data? Don't worry. I'll give you data. You want data? There's no problem. Thank you. I'll give you data. Don't worry. Just calm down. Any other question from anybody?
Yes. One more time again. One more again for me.
Yeah.
My other question is this now. I think you spoke about it, or the leader spoke about it, Mr. Benga, was talking about freelancing and gigs, getting spots to actually practice and maybe get some monetary returns, which is after our training. So I just want to ask about that. I know it's still in place. I just want to ask what are the criteria for that? Is there a criteria to qualify for it, or?
There's no criteria now. If you are a member of W3 Academy, you are going to, it's part of what you paid for, or it's part of the plan. So again, it has been discussed in the first class.
Okay.
You are going to yes, you need to go and watch it. So it's 6 weeks of where we learn how to a skill and 1 week of intensive learning about freelancing. So it's Benga that is Mr. Benga that is going to teach you. I'm not the one. I'm just here to facilitate training on the skill. And Benga, Mr. Benga is going to teach you on freelancing. So and introduce you to all the platform and teach you whatever it entails. And you are going to have support even after the 7 weeks plan, which means that not that after the 7 weeks we run away from you.
Okay, sir. I am happy with this response so far. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, Mr.
Then,
Thomas.
sorry, one more. Yes, one more. According to my research and the few friends I asked about the difference between data analyst and data scientist, they told me that you have to learn a bit of programming, like Python, so that because you can be a data analyst without really you can do without programming. But being a data scientist, you have to know programming.
Mr.
I don't know.
Benga, Mr. Thomas, go and watch the first video of the first class, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Please, any other question from any other person? Hello, guys. Why are we silent? Why the silence? Titi Layomi, hello.
Hi.
You don't want to greet me before. Don't worry, I'm like a bat. I'm watching all of you like this. I can see you. Adiola, Shaye Adiola. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah. Can you increase the volume of your microphone, of your speaker? Hello, Shaya Diola. Shaya, are we together here? Okay. Okay. Shaya. Okay. Some people don't want to greet me. No problem. Wait. Okay. Silva, I think she's sent a message. Sandra, she's too proud. It's okay. Shaya, I can't hear you yet. Don't worry. I'm watching all over. I love you. It's okay. So, guys, you are welcome to today's class on is a continuation of our previous class. So we are going to start now since we don't have any other question. I saw all of our assignments. You guys did excellent work. Not all of us submitted, even though the last class I asked us to repeat everything that we did. Like you repeat it and you submit, but I did not see any submission. I assume some people have watched the video and they repeated it by practicing. But I expected us to send me, this is what we did last week. Oh. Nobody did. So maybe we were somehow busy or what, I don't know. Titi Layomi, you want to say something?
I don't. What happened is.
I said I'm watching all over you, all of you. I knew you wanted to say something. Okay.
What happened is I just had time and past supply this weekend, so I started from the very first video to have a grasp of the very first lesson. But interestingly, I could not cover up with the second video, so I intend to go back and really have a full grasp of it, like I submit my assignment before the next class, not
It's
tomorrow.
okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We don't have Modupe in class today and some other people. It's okay. Someone just left now. Who is the person? Macaulay. It's okay. So that's fine. So basically today we talked about pivot table in previous class, and we want to talk a bit about dashboard. But I'm not going to be building dashboard for you in total today. I'm just going to show you some basic principles. So in dashboard, what does a dashboard mean? Or let me first of all show you some things in pivot table first. So because I've not shown you everything I need to show you in pivot table. Okay. Let me even delete all these ones and delete this guy. And I can even come to my other table. If you notice very well, there's no month column. Guys, notice very well. Check my pivot table, there is no month. I deliberately removed it. It's deliberate, it's deliberate. Once you have your other dates, you can always get all the other columns from your other dates, which you are going to see very shortly. Okay, so I want to insert a pivot table. I type the name of the table. So are we together, class? Everybody, Thomas, Silifa, Lajumoke, Sandra, Harris, Adejoke, Tilarami, are we together?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Silifa, you don't want me to hear your voice today, it's okay. It's okay. So we have this, and basically we already know that what you have over here, you can do some changes to it, even though it's not part of your analysis, but I think sometimes I like the other arrangements. So which is this? Guys, look up. Sorry, I want to show you something else. Where is it? Yes, I can't hear you, Silifa. What's happening? What's happening? So can you pivot table fields over pivot table fields here?
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Okay. So this pivot table fields, if you look at it and you look here again, You have something that looks like settings. Over here. Can you guys see it? And if I decide to click on it, I can actually change the arrangement of what I have here. So I can change the arrangement. Can you see? So I think I prefer these methods. I can see all my feeds and I can see everything like this. So that is one thing you can do if you so want, if you so wish. So another thing is that I have my first pivot table now. Basically, when you have your data, remember you want to actually tell a story with your analysis. You want to pass a message. So you should ask your question, if I'm the owner of this store, what am I going to be interested in seeing? You understand? So one of those things is you just ask yourself, okay, I want to see how much sales is made in each region. So if you want to see how much sales is made in each region, what you are going to do is what? You are going to have region in rows, and you have sales in values. And voila, you have it. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, I want to see how much sales is made in how to put it now, in different categories. So what I didn't show you is that, remember I said when we want to create an additional pivot table, what do? We come to insert again, right? And you click on pivot table. Can you guys remember? That is one approach. Another approach you can do is this. Look up, guys. Look up, look up, look up, look up. So another approach you can do is this. I just select this pivot table. Can you see that I'm highlighting it? I do Control C, I do Control V. I have another pivot table, but you can see basically it's the same as the initial pivot table, right? So what I can do is what? I can now edit this guy and say that, okay, I have my region already. Region, can you find somewhere to go and sleep? And you drag category. Do you understand? And you can have, okay, and you can have summer profit. So are we together, guys? So, and if you want to create another pivot table, you can just Control C again, Control V, and what do you do again? You remove the rows, and you can decide to have ship mode in rows again, and we have it. And let's assume we are not interested in this, we remove it. Are we together, guys? And over here now, Control S. Let me just. So now I want to do some. I want to have my year under add a slicer. Can you see now that I have my year as slicer? And I can adjust it, adjust the size. And I want to rename each of this pivot table. And I can call this region PT, region pivot table. I call this category pivot table. Category PT.
Didn't highlight.
No, you basically don't need to highlight. You only need to be on the pivot table. You just need to be anywhere on the pivot table.
Just the cell.
Beg your pardon?
Okay. No, I was saying that you just picked on a cell, so it doesn't matter. It can be anywhere.
Yeah, it can be anywhere. So I come here again. I change it to I think this is ship mode pivot table. And after doing that, I have that already. So I want to create a connection so that you can see this guy is only filtering, is only this 2014, the slicer. It is only slicing the region pivot table. If you want it to slice other pivot tables, you come to where? Slicer, report connections, and you basically check all the other boxes. And hooray, you have it. Done, 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 done. Are we together, guys? So again, this is region pivot table. I have region now. If I want to see, I can decide to not have year, and I can come to this pivot table again. I come to slicer, report connections. I remove my region pivot table, and I actually want to see my year over here, and I can just bring year. The year I have here, I can bring it to columns. I remove this guy, and let me just do it again. I put my year in columns. Why am I saying 2014 alone? Okay. I select all.
So can you remind me of what the slicer is for?
Beg your pardon?
If refresh on what slicer is for.
Okay, the slicer is that tool that allows you to slice your data. Don't mind me, I'm a bush guy. So you have your data like this. Without a slicer, we have sales in each region, right? We have sales in each region.
Yeah.
So if I want to see, this one is for all the years, 2014 to 2018. If I want to see 2014 data alone, I want to slice based on a particular category. I can decide to say, okay, my year, add a slicer. And if I now select 2014 now, it is going to show me the sales made in 2014 alone.
Alone, okay.
So if I click on 2014, can you see that this data changes? I click on 2015, this data changes. 2016, I remove any filtering, it shows me the grand total. Right, and I can come to slicer now, import connections. I actually don't want it on this guy, I want it on the other guys. It's okay, all right. And on this region pivot table now, what I want to show you now is that I have my year. Where's year? And I bring it to columns. Can you now see that I have 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017? Are you guys together? Are you guys together?
So I have a question, please.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Normally, if we want to create a new pivot table, we normally go to the insert and put in the pivot table. Yes. But I saw you were copying and paste. Is that like another option to do that?
Yes, Thomas, I said it in class that is a third method.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for following. So, I was about showing you guys something. Okay.
The year.
Yeah, thank you. So I have my year over here now. But what I really want to show you now is, the big question is, I want to show quarter. We can actually decide to do something like this. I can remove my year if I want, or I can leave here, and I can decide to bring my other dates. I want to show you something not really interesting, but I just bring my other dates to columns. Can you see what happens? So it shows the whatever. Can you see what happens? I believe you guys can see that.
Yeah, the sales for
yes,
each day,
for each year.
So
if I decide to collapse 2014 now, can you see I collapse 2015, collapse 2016? But that's not really interesting. So I can decide to come to this other date, and I right click, and I come to group. Can you now see that under my group, you can group by seconds, minutes, hours, days, months. So I just select days, months, quarters, year, and I click on OK. The moment I click on OK, something happens. Something unexpected is happening. Something unexpected is happening. Just hold on. Okay, I was here. I bring my other dates. I just want to repeat the step to columns. And after I have brought it, I can decide to uncollapse, like expand. And can you see now that I have 2014 quarter and January? can you see? I did not write any function to generate quarter and January. Which is that if you want to expand, if you want to see your data based on categories of quarters, you can have it. So, and if I don't want to have years over here, I can just decide to remove other dates now. Can you see that I have 2014, 2015? I have my data based on 2014, 2015, 2016, and the whole of the what? The total for each of the subcategories. So I can do something now. I come to design and I come to grand totals. Can you guys look up, please? I have my grand total in my top left corner. Okay. I will do that. So I have my grand total here and I can come to on. Can you see grand total? I can decide to remove grand total for each of the columns. I just say on for rows, on for columns only. Can you now see that I don't have grand total for my column, my rows, I mean. And that's that about that. I will repeat anyway. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? So if I do like this, all for rows and column, can you see that I don't have any grand total again? And on for rows. And we can also do something for subtotals. Can you see that I have subtotal for 2014? If I don't want to see the subtotal, what do I do? I just click on do not show subtotals and I do not see them again. You know, ordinarily, without pivot table, what would we have done? We would have written a lot of sum ifs. Am I correct? Am I correct, guys? Somebody's not answering me.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you can now do now is this. I'm going to go over it again. Just can you see that I can't see my feed list again? This thing in the right hand side. That place where I select, I drag and drop. Can you see that I don't have it again, right? Hello? Can you observe that I don't have it? How do I bring it up? It has disappeared.
Yes, it has disappeared.
Yes. Is that Sandra?
It's Sandra.
This one you are forming like Gen 2 today. What's happening?
I was in a noisy place before.
But now that I can hear your voice, you are sounding very gentle. I hope everything is fine.
Yes, I'm gentle.
You are gentle. Who told you so? I don't believe it. Unless I have a data to substantiate that hypothesis. So, how do you bring it up? How do you bring your pivot table feed list? How do you bring it up? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody to tell me? So what I basically okay, thank you.
On the pivot table.
Which pivot table?
The current one. The one you want to show the field list.
There, I'm there.
Under analyze.
Analyze.
Show.
I can't see show.
Yeah, there's a show under tools.
I can't see it though.
You don't have a tools button. Tools
look at my sphere and tell
ribbon. It's here now. This is show.
Describe where it is.
I can see show.
I can't see.
Right.
Oh, are you saying this show? Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that show.
Thank you. What should I click on?
Field.
Okay, excellent.
Field list.
So guys, whenever this guy hides, when you can't find it again, maybe it has been kidnapped, you can always pay the ransom under field list and you are going to see it. You understand? Just come to field list. Then you are going to be able to recover your pivot table field list. So, and we have it. But remember, guys, remember, initially, we did not have Guys, remember, initially we did not have guys, remember that initially we did not have quarters under our pivot table fields. Can you remember? We only have what? We only have what?
That should be years.
Yeah, we only have years and other dates. So which kinds now that I have quarters? And I can add a slicer. And I can have another slicer, which means that if I want to see 2014 alone, I click on 2014. If I want to see quarter one alone, I click on quarter one. Do you get that? Do you get that? So what if I want to see my months? What do? I come to this place. Guys, look up. This is important. I come here. I just right click on it, anywhere that I have that guy, and I come to group. Can you see now that I have months, quarters, years? So basically, if you want to show months, if you want to have months as part of your pivot table feed list, you just need to add another step down, which is going to be days in this case, and I click on OK. Okay, I think there is a pivot table disturbing it. Just what to do. Just hold on for me. There's a pivot table disturbing the work. Let's remove it. Let's delete the pivot table. You understand? So let me go over it again. Right click, group, add this. Okay. Can you see now that automatically I now have if you now look at your feed list over here, can you see now that I have months now? Guys, can you see that? Am I the only one here?
Yes, there's months there.
So now, thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Silifa. And remember, I don't want other dates in this pivot table, so I can decide to remove it now. We only did that because we wanted to have months. You understand? So I have my months now. Can you see now that I now have months in my pivot table fields? And I can now decide to add it as a what? As a slicer again, if I so wish. I don't know if you understand. So basically, what I want to show you is that the moment you have a date field in your pivot table, you do not need to be writing Excel functions that is going to generate months, quarters, and anything for you. Pivot table is going to generate it for you. Do you get me? So we now have something that you should not ever, don't keep in your data. Can you see? It's telling me dates that are less than 03/01/2014, 31/12/2017. We don't have dates. We don't have data for this particular date. We have same for quarters and months. You right click, you come to slicer settings, and can you see hide items with no data? So I click on hide items with no data, I click on OK, and it disappears. I repeat the same process, slicer settings, hide items with no data, OK. I'm happy, everybody's happy. So that's that about that. I can come back to my pivot table. I can now remove, I can decide to remove if I so wish. If I so wish. So basically, I can now decide to have my pivot table and just arrange it. And you can now, based on whatever you want, you can based on what you want, you can decide to click and it filters it. It filters it. And you understand, it filters this particular pivot table. And this pivot table again, you right click, you come to size and properties, position and layout. Can you see number of columns? And I can change my number of columns to 2. So if I change it to 2, can you see now? So because we want to minimize, we want to optimize space. We don't want to use too much space for something. So that is what you can do. So over here, you can decide to add quantity and profits. So are we guys together? So I want to quickly recap it again for the sake of people that have asked about it. Can I recap? Or if you have any question before recap, let me, so that I mention all of them together. Question about what I showed you now. Or I was too fast. Ideala is trying to say something. I cannot hear her or him. Shaye Adiola. Shaye, we cannot hear you. Maybe you use the chat. If you are trying to say something true. And he left. Okay, Silifa. Okay, sorry about that. Macaulay, you joined us back. You're welcome. Okay, I go over it again. But remember,
thank you. The network is very bad.
Oh, whose voice is that? Macaulay. Is that Macaulay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me delete this sheet and I start my others. I create a new sheet. I come to insert pivot table, sales data. Okay. And what do I do next? I have my sales. I have my, what's it called? What did we use? I can't remember again. Okay, let's use category now.
I thought we use months.
I mean, we can basically use anything. So.
Oh yeah, I think we use year.
No, you guys cannot remember. What did we use in our rows? Rows. It's not, we didn't use years. Row, under rows. I can remember. What did we use?
Sales, discount, profit.
No, in rows, not columns.
Region.
Categories. There was one use category. There was
the very first one.
Region.
The very, yeah, we use region. So. So now, I just want to show you how to work with dates, basically. So if I want to work with date now, I bring my other dates. Can you see other? I bring that date column. I bring it to columns. Can you see what happened the moment I have it in columns? I now have 2014 quarter and the year. Can you see now? So now for this particular pivot table, I can decide to say that, okay, I don't want to see the subtotal. Can you see that I have subtotal here, subtotal here, subtotal here, and other subtotals? I can decide to now come to what? Pivot table design. I come to subtotals, do not show subtotals, grand totals. I only show subtotals for my columns. So I have to on for rows, beg your pardon, for my, yeah, so I have this. Bless you. So can you now see what I have now? So, but at the moment, you will observe something. Can you see now that quarters? Remember, quarters is never part of our field. It's not included as part of our field here. It's not included as part of our field here. But magically, we have quarters now. Can you see it? And I have it in my field list. So how do I have it? I just come to my what? My date here, or month. I come to group. Can you now see that some items are selected? Months, quarters, yes. But at the moment now, it's a bit, don't let me say tricky. At the moment, yeah, you will observe that we don't have months here, and we don't have months as part of the list over here. Over here. There is no month there. So if I want to show months, what do I need to do? I only need to add one extra month. I just add additional field. Let's call it this. I just add it because I want months to appear. The moment month appear, I can remove it. You understand, guys? So I have months now. I can now remove my other dates. I don't need it in my pivot table. I basically want to put months as a what? As a slicer. And I have my monthly slicer now. And I can decide to remove months also. You understand? So I already have my month is already in my what? Pivot table field. So I can decide to do any kind of analysis with months now if I so wish. You understand? And I can even decide to remove everything completely and just add other things like profits. Where is it? Discounts. So you understand? And I can now decide to create another pivot table if I wish. Control C, Control V, and remove every other thing. Remove every other thing in values. And I have something I can try to put months here. And you have something like this, and you put sales. You understand what I'm trying to say? Or you can remove sales, we put quantity. I think quantity makes sense. What is quantity? What does quantity tell us? So we go to our data, and it's the quantity of items sold. So we may not even need it. Let's assume we want to know the volume of transaction that is happening. Like, each item here is a particular sale transaction. So I want to do a count. I want to do a count of customers, of orders that have happened. Please pay attention, guys. Pay attention. So I want to do a count. So what I can do now is this. I can decide to use order ID. I bring it to my values. But can you see now it does a count automatically because order ID is a text. You cannot aggregate it. You cannot do sum over order ID. Can you see? You cannot do sum over order ID. That is why pivot table decided to do the only thing that makes sense, which is what? Count. You understand what I'm trying to say? But let's assume we don't have order ID. We don't have order ID in this data, but I only have my what? Sales. I can bring my sales here. But can you see that when I bring sales here, it does what? It is going to sum it. But I don't want to do sum. I want to do something else. What can you do? Guys, look up, please. Look up. I come here. Click on this arrow. Value field settings. Can you see now that we have sum, count, average, max, mean, products? Can you see we can do a lot of things? Count number, standard deviation, variance. So in this case, what do we want to do? We want to find the count, and I do something like this. Can you see that it gives me something similar to when I did count of other ID, guys? Because it's very possible we don't have an other ID. Am I communicating, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have my other ID now, and okay, let's arrange this guy. Basically, you don't learn by watching, you learn by doing. So that is why it's important, you guys. Anyway, whether I like it or not, you are going to have assignments to this. So, and I have my year again. Somebody is screaming.
Oh.
Somebody is screaming.
She's yawning.
She's yawning. Oh, thank you.
That, to be honest,
that is a cognitive analytics.
To be honest, I need to sit down and watch this video again to really get it.
Honestly.
It's not something you just watch and get now. You have to read.
Yes, you have to do. You have to do, not watch. You have to do. Do.
When you watch, you'll not be practicing it. That's what I mean.
Yes, you have to do. You know, I've taught pivot table in previous class, but there are still a lot of things I've not mentioned, and I want to show you today. I want to move to another thing that I've not mentioned in pivot table. Am I good to go?
Yes, sir.
Am I good to go, everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good to go, sir.
I'll be raising my hand since no,
No, that's true.
Please,
Sandra,
can you lower your hand down, please? Sandra, please lower it down.
Why now?
Because
you say we should feel free to ask questions.
Yes, lower the hand. You should have mentioned. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. That's why. The room that we are now, there's fan inside that room. So if you raise your hand too much, it can. You understand? So we should not be stressing you. You should have talked since. Sorry, Sandra. You're not punishing yourself. I don't like it though. Oh, you ask your question, please.
Okay, thank you. After whining me, that loud. That part where you added other dates on your own screen, it showed quarter, but it's not showing here. Is it because of the?
Yes, if it's not showing, just come to right click, come to group, and you are going to see years, quarters, days, months. Just answer.
Right click where, sir?
Just come to the dates. Any of that pivot table. You know you have other dates. It showed. What is it showing? It's showing year, right?
It's just showing. Yes.
Yes, right click on that year and come to group.
Right click.
Did you add other date already to your columns?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. So right click, you are going to see something like days, months, quarters, years.
Yes, that I okay it.
Then you okay it. Do you now have it now?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Please be talking quick. Sometimes you don't need to wait. Just quickly interrupt.
My last question.
Please shoot.
The month slicer that you got here, how did you do it?
Yes, you know you already have months now that is your part of your pivot table list. Yes or no?
Yes, it's there.
Just right click on the month and you are going to see add a slicer.
Okay.
Your last question.
No, that's my last question.
Any other question? Anybody?
No.
Aris, Thomas, Silver, Titila, Macaulay? Question? No question? Okay. So what I want to show now is let's come to
Okay, so I have a question.
I knew there was a question. Please ask your question.
I don't know. My question is, this part that contains filters, rules, column, values, is there like a protocol on how to use it, or you can just put that anywhere you like?
I think I explained in the last class. Basically, let me just explain again. You can watch the video again. Look at it. If you look at this pivot table now, look at it. We have central. I mean, our regions. Can you see that we have central, east, south, and west?
Yes.
Where are they? Are they in rows or columns in this pivot table feed? I'm not talking of this one. Look at it. Are they under rows or columns?
They're under rows.
Yes. And your sales, profit, and discounts, where are they? Are they under rows or columns?
Under columns.
What is now inside them is values. If you check your pivot table list now, basically that is what you are going to see. Can you see now that our region is under what? Rows. Our what? Values. Can you see columns? So you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's just the basic explanation. So if you want something else, let's assume I decide to just, let me create another pivot table to show that. Control C, Control V, and I decide to remove this guy, and I bring my region to columns. Can you see how it is arranged now?
Yeah.
And I decide to bring my what's it called? Category. Where are you? I bring it to rows. Can you see the arrangement? Please check this guy. Can you see that we have? So you, before doing anything in pivot table, the most important step is to ask yourself, how do I want my report, my summary to look like? You can even draw it on the paper first. After you have decided how you want to look, you just drag and put it wherever it belongs to.
Okay, sir.
You understand the gist?
Yes, sir.
Can you see now that we don't have any values under this one currently? We just have furniture, which are the categories. We have it under what? Columns. We have regions under category. Please, guys, are we following? So you don't just do it haphazardly, or depending on the part of the bed you are lying down to decide where you want to put. No.
Oh, okay. So from what you are saying, it's like the values is directly under the columns. Is that what you are saying?
No, values now. Can you see values now? I can decide to now, whatever I want to put inside this is, I will not put it. If I want to put sales now, I will not put it under what? Values. Can you see now? If I don't want to put sales there, I will put profits. Can you see now? It's showing sum of profits now. If I don't want to see profits there, I cannot put discounts under values. Sum of discounts. Do you understand? Yes or no?
I understand now.
There was a lady, she wanted to ask a question.
Yes, I was going to say a quick one. I think I missed that. How did you, what did you name to get cells? You remember when we were checking for the the pivot table, I saw that you put, when you ask for data source, you put sales data. So was it that you named this particular sample file?
Yes. I think you did not come to last class. You did not come to last class. That's why. Go and watch the video. we named this guy, we converted our data to a table, and we just came to table design. Can you see now? It has a name. Go and watch it.
Okay, if that's it, then it's fine.
Yeah. Are you okay? Are you fine? I answered your question
yes,
already.
Very fine, very fine.
Yeah, I answered your question. Can you see? I can decide to add
it's
any
okay.
other.
I'll go back.
Okay, so you can see now that you have to have a plan in your head of what you want to achieve, or you draw something on the whiteboard or in your paper, or even if it's your manager that said that, oh, Sandra, can you quickly come up with a report of the data that I sent to your email? I beg, don't just go and do any work. Go ask your manager, Oga, what do you want? Can I come and meet you in an hour time so that we discuss how you want it to look like? Because if you don't do that, there is a higher probability that the moment you finish doing it and you submit it to your guy will say that, I don't want it to look like this. Go and put this one here and this one here. Then you have to go and do your work again. So it's always good before you start any analytics, visualization work. Ask for what your clients want, your boss wants, your customer wants, depending on what you are doing. You are not satisfying yourself as an analyst. You are satisfying other people. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I do.
So thanks for your questions. Keep them coming. In the absence of any question again, then we move. Oh, I should not have deleted that. So we can have something like, I wanted to do something else. I'll pick up, okay, let's find what we can even use this one, but I want a longer list. Let us use states, something that is a bit long. Yes. And we can now use region. We can add region as a slicer. So this slicer is going to be working on this table, on this pivot table alone. We don't want it to be connected to other pivot tables. So let us name this guy, and we call it state pivot table. And we come to report connections for this guy. We just want to be sure. And we just want to connect it to state pivot table alone, which is okay. So if I click on central now, can you see that I have central alone here? East, I have east alone. South, I have south. West, I have southwest alone. So what I want to do next is I want to put my year. Can you see I want to put my year on the, sorry. I want to put my year under columns. My year under columns. So I bring the year. Where are you? Can you see now I have 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. And I want to put my sales under values. So by this now, I can see a sneak, how do they say that in English? No, I didn't do English in secondary school. Don't mind me. I have a, can you see now? I cannot see for each of the region. I can see what says they made in each year, that has been made in each year. Are we together, guys? Are we together at this stage?
Yes.
I want to move ahead a bit.
Yes, sir.
Anybody raising hand? Okay. So now, what I want to do now is we can right click. We can right click. Can you see when I right click? Can you see show value as? Show value as. Can you see? Let's take it. We just want to take 2 or 3. I won't show you all of them. Can you see we have show value as percentage of grand total? if you check this your data now, what the grand total is going to be is grand total for all of them. Can you see percentage of grand total? So if I do percentage of grand total, because sometimes you don't want to see actual values, you want to see percentages. Can you see now? So it is showing the percentage of grand total. That is what percentage of grand total, the total of all the sales. So for 2014, I don't know how to pronounce it though. No, I'm not an Americana. Connecticut. How do they pronounce it? Okay.
Connecticut.
Oh, Olajumoke got it. I think she's an Americana.
Proudly Niger, my brother.
Okay. So can you see that? So we can right click and say that, okay, I'm not interested in grand total. I'm interested in what? In column total. Can you see now? In column total, you already know that the sum of all your column is going to be 100%. So for 2014 now, can you see that with percentage? I can quickly see that New York has the largest amount of sales, which is not easy to see with when you have show value as data.
Yeah.
You understand? It is quickly easier to see. Do you understand? So you should always explore this show value as, you know, we can see now that we have not even written any formula since. Have we? And you can decide to show as percentage of a row total. What row total means is that you want to say that, okay, for Connecticut, all the sales in Connecticut, which year did we make the highest amount of sales? Can you see now that we can see now that it is 2017? Let me just show all my total so that you see. You see all of them for rows and column. Can you see now? It is easy to see that in 2017, Connecticut had the highest what's it called now?
So
Yes. So Connecticut is improving. Delaware is it's reduced, it's increased, then reduced, then increased. You understand? So explore it, you come to show value as, can you see that we have a lot of them? So that is, but let us leave it as percentage of column total. Silly fast. You should have made it private now. Silly fast. The way you yab me publicly.
No, I think she just wants to put some spice in the class. Everybody's just be quiet and following you.
In fact, I'm not doing class again. I'm not doing class again. Silly fast. Silly fast.
Mr. Jimo, we are watching you too. We are watching you.
Yeah. Oh.
Just drink water.
You want to share your medieval through our class?
Drink spoon water.
What if I'm fasting? So, thank you, Silifa. So, thank you for that, Silifa. It's not a Yoruba word, actually. So, how should I have pronounced it, please? Silifa, answer now. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, what should we do? Do you guys want to practice a bit? What do you want? Okay, it's okay. Just you can continue to chat now. You can continue to chat. It's okay. I'm seeing all your messages. I hope nobody's raising a hand up. Sandra.
My hands are down.
Okay, thank God. You are going to church tomorrow, Abby?
Yes.
So that you won't be complaining to your pastor that is one coach that did not allow you to do work in church. Please, I'm not there.
Please, this shows subtotal and do not show subtotal. Can you just make an example again? I want to see how it really works.
Yeah, I'm going to do that shortly.
Thank you, sir.
So. But honestly, pivot table is not difficult though. So, guys, it's very easy. You can see, but as easy as it is, if you don't know some things that are hidden somewhere, you won't know that it has some capabilities. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? You won't know that it has some capabilities. So I want you guys to practice a bit. Should I give you 5 or 10 minutes to practice? I want you to, yes, practice. I'm going to do in class, and I'm going to just randomly. My pivot table shows the chart immediately. Charts immediately. Do you mean maybe you created a pivot chart? I'm not sure. Try to do something over your end. Or do you want me to give you a question? I don't want to give you a question. I know what you are saying now, Macaulay, Oyindamola. So I know what you are saying. Basically, if I want to show charts, you should do something else. But if it's showing pivot charts immediately, then maybe you can see now, oh, from here now, this data now that I have here, I can just come here and click on pivot charts and select whatever I want to click on. But so I'm a bit surprised if it's showing that. You understand? I can decide to do this. We have not even talked about chart at all. That is the. We have not talked about chart at all.
Sir, I'm facing a bit of challenge here.
Yeah.
When I added that other dates, I discovered that quarters and years We also added in my pivot table fields.
Yes.
So if I want to remove it, what do I do?
You drag it out. You just bring it from where it is and take it outside the pivot table. Just drop it outside.
What I'm saying, it is listed under where others are listed, like the quantity, the discount, the profit, they're all there. So
yes.
the quarter.
Don't remove it. Leave it there. We want it. That's why we are doing it. We want it to be under the field list. But if it's under your rows or columns, remove it from columns or rows if you don't want it there. Do you get that?
I get that. I thought there was a way to remove it from the list completely too.
We don't want to remove it. We want to have it there.
Okay.
You understand? That's why we are doing it. Yeah. Basically, if it's there and you are not using it, there's no harm. Right?
Okay.
So basically, your pivot table can be anywhere. You can put it anywhere you want. You can see on the sheet. So there is no order to it. Like, you understand what I mean by order? There is no arrangement. No, it can be anywhere you want. So is anybody doing something? Is anybody doing something?
Yes, sir. They're playing with stuff.
Yes.
Who is going to show us? I've not had Adejoke Towolawi's voice since. Are you here? Adejoke Towolawi.
I am Mrs. Sir.
Okay. Well done. No. Are you trying to do something too?
Actually, I am on the road, but I'm getting it gradually.
Oh, well done. No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well done. Are you in Lagos?
No, in Badon.
Okay. Silifa, are you doing something? Silifa, are you doing something? Do you get, are you going to, so I'm going to stop share. I want some, maybe just 2 or 3 people to show us what they are doing. So I give permission to share to so who is going to show us what he or she is doing? Anybody? Don't worry. We are not marking you. We just want to see what you are doing. So that if you have questions, we can answer it together. Quick one. Who is going to show us? Anybody? I will call name and you don't have choice. You will show me. So just volunteer now.
I'm using my phone. I've done something already, but I'm using my phone, so I might not be able to share my screen.
I'm trying to get that voice. Who is that person?
Macaulay.
Macaulay. You are using your phone.
Macaulay.
And send screenshots. Send screenshots.
Meantime, I'm using my phone.
Is that Sandra?
Yes.
All of you are using phone, but you are working on.
Yes.
Why are you not using internet on your? Okay, is it because of data or what?
I think it's easier for me to like. I find it
I understand,
easier.
but the screen of phone is a bit small. You might not see what I'm trying to show you. That's the only disadvantage.
I get to zoom in and zoom out.
Okay. So nobody wants to show us. Don't worry, Thomas is going to show us. Thomas.
Sir, I know I told you now. I told you before the class started that I've been trying to connect with my system.
Oh.
But what happened is I'm working on Zoom on my phone, but I'm practicing on my laptop right now.
Titi Layomi, who is on laptop?
I don't know what is going on. No, I told you before you started.
Who is on laptop? Who is on laptop? Olajumoke, are you on laptop?
I am, but I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Why now? Why? You don't understand?
Yes, the last class, I missed one class last week. So, and I've not finished that video to catch up. So I don't want to even drag anybody back.
Just try.
Okay.
It's not about you are in class today.
You see that? So I tried this pivot table. All the options you are seeing, me, I'm not seeing. I'm only seeing month and year. That's all I'm saying.
Share your screen now.
Plenty things.
You are going to see it now.
I'm using my laptop.
Share your screen. Don't worry. Share your screen. We are going to see it.
No, Zoom is on my phone. Laptop is on my. The laptop is what I'm using for.
I understand already.
To practice, except if I want to turn the video to my screen.
There is no way I'm going to be able to help you in class if you are not connecting Zoom on your computer, because I want to share. Yeah.
That was my issue.
I want you to share your screen for class to see. I'm going to show you guys again one more time.
So my problem is from the scratch, so don't just deal with us.
Okay, share your screen. Silifa, share your screen.
I will do.
We are waiting for you, Silifa. You have permission to share already. Please, you have permission to share.
And I'm doing it too. Don't know how which I was using my laptop.
We are waiting for Silifan. She's about to share. I hope so. Nobody is sharing. Is there anybody trying to share? I've stopped sharing my screen. Okay. Thank God. Silifa, we now have Silifa's screen. Silifa is able to do what we said now. This is percentage of column total. All right. Oh, she cannot talk. Our speaker is not good, unfortunately. But we have Silver's work, and I think is a good try. It's a good start. It's a good start. It's a good start. It's a good start. So basically, Silver, can you try to navigate the regions and click on them? Let us see. Is it changing? Okay. Can you select all the regions? Remove all the filters on region. Yeah, exactly. And you can select two regions together. You just, yes, you hold on control and select the other one. Select central, click on central. Yeah, I don't really understand what you are doing, but you understand like that. So you can hold two, you hold on one, yeah. You want to show central alone, yeah? So if you want to show east, you have to hold down control and click east. Then we now have, okay, you have to come to, hold on, you have to do something first. The button beside, yes, this button, hold on for me. I want to show you something. Yes, this button, click on it, multi-select. Then you can multi-select, yeah. So after you, can you see the difference? So that's basically that on that. I'm going to show you guys on my screen. I'm going to show you on my screen. So thank you, Silva. Thank you for showing your work. And yeah. So Silva, thank you for showing your work. Okay, so can we continue? Can we continue? So if we come to Thomas, he asked a question. He said he wants me to talk about grand total, row total, right? So basically,
Yes.
can you see that over here in this pivot table, our state is in row or column?
It's in row, sir.
Yes. So if I want to show the column, the row total here, everything you have here that I'm selecting, if I don't want to show it, what do? I just come to grand total here and I say that on for column totals alone, which means that it is only the total of 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, which are in the column that is going to show. Can you see what happened? If I come again to pivot table and I click on for rows alone, can you see what happens? If I don't want to show any of them, or for rows and columns, it's very possible. Can you see that in this data now, it is very easy to see. I mean, beg your pardon. If I come to for rows and columns, it's very easy to see that Texas in the central region has the highest what? Has the highest sales, followed by others. So that is that about columns, and we have report layout also. We can show in compact form. We can show in outline form. It's just a matter of size in tabular form. And we have something like that. And we can decide to remove some of, we can just have sales. but it's not going to allow you to put sales there because you already have sales as part of your pivot table list. So we can just add a space to the end of it. Is it possible to show top 5? Yes, that's assignment. Yes, it's possible. You want me to show you guys? Silver, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to. It's part of assignment for you. So I don't want to show. I don't want to answer assignments before I give it. She's saying yes, please. Okay, I can't see it. So, what I want to show now is I want to copy this pivot table and I want to paste it. I want to show you something else. So in this pivot table, let us first of all change it to no calculation. So we have our pivot table list back. So in this pivot table now, what I want to show here is that, guys, look up difference. You know, sometimes, especially what's it called? In accounts, or not even accounts, generally, we have year-on-year growth. You want to compare percentage together. You want to know that if there is growth. So we can say percentage. You can see now we have 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Oh yeah, come and teach us. Silver. Unfortunately, you don't have you cannot speak. It's okay. So Silver, she asked the question, she got the answer herself. So thank you for exploring. So can you see now that we have 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, which is in our column? So it is very possible that sometimes you want to do something like month-on-month sales. You want to compare the performance of each month to another month, or quarter-on-quarter. Like, for example, Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, they released, they said Nigeria GDP for Q3. I don't know if you guys remember I think they showed one statistics 5%. Then they are going to show another one for what? Q4. Then for 2022 Q1, and they continue doing like that. But you might have it on a table like this and you want to show it. You want to show those year-on-year growth. How do you do it in pivot table? Remember, we have the actual sales now, but we want to see year-on-year. How do I do it? It is very easy with pivot table. You don't need to even write any formula. You just come to show value as percentage difference from, guys, even before doing that, let me do it so that it is going to be clear. Let me copy this pivot table. And can you see this pivot table? The same type pivot table. I just right click and I say show value as percentage difference from. Can you see it's asking me the base field? The base field is going to be years, because it is the years that I want to find the difference in each of the years of the year sales. So I want to show the previous. Can you see based on the previous? So the previous of 2015 is going to be what? Guys, anybody? What is previous of 2015?
2014.
Yes. It is not going to do it based on actual years. It is going to do it based on what is in the pivot table. So if it is not 2014 that is in your pivot table, it is going to calculate based on the previous column. Guys, please take notes. You understand?
Yes.
So you understand what I'm trying to say now. So we have to click on OK. Can you see now that 2014, because there is no previous column, it is blank. If you check it, it just did a basic subtraction. Can you see 1857? If you subtract this guy from this guy, you are going to get this. And that's what we have there. We might decide not to have this and change it to what? Percentage difference from. And we have, again, years previous. Can you see? So, and that is that on that. I'm not, can you see, not Dakota, there is no value here, no value here. So that is why it is not showing. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, that is why it is null. And then we can decide to do pivot table fit settings. Where is it? So for empty cells here, you can decide to pivot table options. For empty cells, show iPhone. And we click on OK. Can you see it is showing 0 now for empty cells? And let us repeat this step again. Are we guys together? So we have 0, 0, 0. So that's just that about that. So show value as percentage difference from. So do you guys understand what I'm trying to show you? I'm trying to present to you. Nobody's answering me. Are we fighting? Are we fighting? Are we fighting?
I'm getting it, sir.
So if you want to show what I have here too as a percentage, it is very easy. You just do what? Percentage in January, February. You just do percentage difference from, where is it? Where are you? And you have month previous. Can you see it calculated it automatically. And that's that about that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
How can we interpret this result, especially the one that has minus?
You can interpret it. It means that there is what's it called? If it is minus, it means it is far less than, let me show you now. Can you see 109? You really need to understand to interpret percentages. If it is minus, it means that there's no growth. You have a reduction in sales.
Okay.
You understand? You have a reduction in sales. That is what by negative.
You are less than target by 6%.
You are less than the previous value you had. No growth. Yeah, thank you. Decline in sales. You understand now? If it is more than 100%, it means that you have more than, beg your pardon. If it is more than 100%, you have more than twice the previous. You understand? Let's just look at it. It's mathematics. If I have, if I have 50 and I have 100, if I decide to do equals to, no, if I have 50, I have 100 and I have 130. If I do equals to 50 all over 100, you understand that is going to give me 50%. You understand? That's just that about that. So that's 50%. Because that's 50%, don't mind me, that's wrong. I'm wrong. You have to subtract first, then divide by actual. I'm sorry. The formula is this. This is the formula. that what we are doing. Let me just write it out. Current minus previous current minus previous all over previous. That's the formula of what we are trying to do. All over previous. You understand? So if you want to know if there is a growth in your supermarket, that's what you do. Or whatever. If there is a growth in GDP of Nigeria, we do the current GDP minus previous all over previous and you multiply it by 100. So basically, if you have 50 before and the new value is 100, the percentage growth is what? Is 100% growth. Because you have twice of the exact value, which is going to be what? 100 minus 50 all over what? All over 50, which is 1. 50. You understand now?
Yeah.
Times 100, which is going to give you what? 100%. If you have, what's it called now? If you have a value in your current value that is more than twice of current, let's assume 120, it is going to be more than 100%, which means that that person made more than ×2 of the previous sales. You understand? So that is how to interpret percentages. You should always, it's very good if you know how to interpret percentage and you can learn it. If I say percentage, you could be able to quickly estimate. Is it more than 100% growth? Is it less than 50% growth? Once it is less, it is automatically negative. There is nothing about that one. You understand? So that's how to interpret. So any question again?
That show values, right? Show values as.
Yes.
Is there a difference between the difference from and percentage difference from?
Yes, now difference sum is just going to show the difference between current and previous.
Previous, okay.
Yeah.
Why the percentage you give in percentage?
Yes, that's all.
Okay.
So it all depends on the story you want to tell and whatever you want to show. Somebody is, which type of sand is that? Is it tiredness sand or how to say it? Adejoke, is that you?
It's not me.
I want to know if you are still in class now.
I'm still in class actually.
Okay. We thank God. So I still have something to show you guys. I thought we are going to do dashboard today. I'm going to send video on dashboard to you guys. I won't teach you.
Sir, I have a question again, please. On this same percentage difference, the example you gave was for a previous date. So I'm seeing next. And my question now is this specifically for data applicable issues or it can work in any situation?
It depends on what you want to achieve now. My own is to show you what is possible. It depends on what you want to achieve. For this particular work we are doing now, we are trying to do year-on-year growth and month-on-month growth. If you have another custom thing you want to do, you just basically come to show value as percentage difference from, and you try to do whatever you are trying to do. You can see years and we can show next. So if you are doing years next now, it seems that you are comparing 2014 to 2015, 2015 to 2016, 2016 to 2017. and not 2015 to 2014. There is a difference between those two things.
Mm.
Do you get the gist?
Yes, sir.
I should say it again. Hmm? I should say it again. So you understand, sometimes you might want to compare to a particular year too. Let's assume a particular year, you believe that year was let's assume there was economic crisis. You understand? So when there was economic crisis, you have some sales you made. You are now like, okay, let us use this particular year as our baseline. Which means that after this year that there was an economic crisis, any manager that performs below that particular year, it means that that manager is not doing well. You understand? So what are we going to do? In that case, we are going to just select, can you see base item? I'm just going to select 2014 and click on OK. In that case, we compared everything to 2014. Oh yeah. It's not clear.
I understand.
So we're comparing other years. Okay, with
to 2014.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow. This stuff. So once you click OK, it runs it for every other cell automatically.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So it's very possible. So that's just that one. Now, sometimes you might want to do it for a state. Let's assume you want to do it for state now. For example, a lot of organizations, they compare in Nigeria. When they want to compare their sales, they compare to Lagos. You understand? If they want to know how, I mean, it depends. But let's assume you want to compare the sales made in all region to the sales in Lagos. You understand? Instead of choosing base field as what? As states, now as years, you are going to choose it as what? States. Then you are now going to select, if you chose previous, it means that it is going to be comparing Illinois to Indiana, Indiana to Illinois, Iowa to Indiana, Kansas to Iowa, Michigan to Kansas, Minnesota to Michigan, and so on and so forth. You understand? But if I select just one of it, let's assume I select Alabama, it's going to do percentage difference based on Alabama and now compare everything to what? Alabama sales. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, I mean, the fact is you want to solve problems. So you want to answer some questions as an analyst, questions about when. That is why we have things like about time. Questions about where. That is why things about states. You understand? So, and you just need to, it's very important you are able to understand what your data is saying, So basically under home here, we can come to conditional formatting. And we come to new rule. And I can decide to, or even before doing that, let me come to Illinois here. This one. Can you see I'm not showing percentage now. I'm showing the actual value. Conditional formatting. I can decide to have new rule. I can now have format style, data bar, and I can just have a blue something. Let me leave it like this. So sometimes some people want something like this, but although it's not really, I'm going to show you something else. This is not really, let me do it for something else. Because let's just do it for this guy. We have conditional formatting. Where are you? Conditional formatting, new rule, data bar. We can use green. We can show bar only if we don't want to see any other thing. Can you see now? So sometimes you just want to see that, okay. And if you want to show, you manage rules, you can decide to edit rule. and say that, okay, I don't want to show bar only. I want to show the values too. And you click on OK. You understand? So sometimes it's very possible. Remember, you can still apply your formatting. You know, I taught you guys formatting. You can still apply formatting to whatever we have here. You can apply formatting to it. All those billion and million things. Can you guys remember? I taught you guys. Who can remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can apply them to whatever you are doing here. I'm not doing it today. So I think I'm going to send a video on dashboarding to you guys. But basically what I just, okay.
I tried to do my, I'm not seeing show bar only. That icon I clicked.
Just come here now. Come to conditional formatting, new rule. Can you see? Change it to data bar first. Data bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Data bar. Okay. Wow.
You can decide to do, you can let us do it for this guy. Illinois. Let us show as show value as percentage difference from previous. Okay. After doing that, but I don't like the fact that some columns don't have values here. But let's just continue. Then we come to icon sets. We come to icon sets, and let us just do new rule, and we change it to icon sets. So we want to say that when value is greater than 0, you understand? It will show a positive. Let us change this icon to something going up and down. Can you see? We can change it to something going up and down. And I only want up and down. I'm coming, guys. So icon sets. I'm trying to do something, but I can't. Where is it? I want to show you guys something. Show icon only. What's happening? Let me do it one more time. Conditional formatting, icon set. New rule. Icon set. Okay. I changed this guy to up and down. Where are you? This guy. And this green guy, I said that when it is greater than 0, and I changed this particular one to this guy when value is, I don't know why is this thing misbehaving. When value is less than, I think maybe I will show you later because it's not showing what I wanted to show. So maybe I'm not getting something. I'm going to show you guys maybe some other time.
So the under the type that is showing percent, number, and formula, it has its own use?
Yeah. It has its own use. If you want, we are working on percent now. We are in percent. If you want it to show something, an icon based on a particular number, maybe the mean of all the numbers, then you can show it. Or you have a particular baseline, you can do it based on that. So, but I'm even trying to figure out something first. Show icon only. When value is greater than 0, and when it is less than . Is there anybody that wants to help me? Not even sure why. Don't worry, I will show you guys some other time. Basically, what I want to do is I want to show arrows for these guys. So instead of minus and negative and positive, I just show arrows. So if it is negative, it shows me an arrow. And if it is not positive, it shows me some other arrow. You understand? So something like this. That's what I want to show you. So manage rows, edit row, and that's what I want to show you. But maybe I will show you sometimes later. So just remind me. So that's that on there. That's that on that. We spent 2 hours. Even though I want to teach more, but you guys said that the class was too fast and serious. Thanks for the feedback. So I had to slow down a bit. I plan to teach more today. So we are up in a way done with pivot table now. Like I've done. Okay, let me show you something else, please. One more thing, guys. Pivot table analyze. It's important you do it because if someone asks you and you don't know it exists, you won't be like, Mr. Jimo did not tell us. So it exists. You can write formulas in pivot table. Guys, not exact functions now, but some formulas, you can write them in pivot table. So do we want to see it? We come to, can you see? Guys, please, under pivot table analyze, calculate field. Then you can give your calculate field, you can call it sales target, for example, sales target. Let's assume you have a target and you can see that that target is maybe 1.5 times actual sales. It's just an example, guys. Then we have 1.5. Where's sales here? How come I can't find sales? Fields. Okay, I got you. Insert field. Can you see 1.5 times sales? And I add it and I click on OK. Then automatically you are going to have another field under this space called what? Sales target. It's a formula like that. Do you guys understand?
No, sir. I didn't get it, sir.
Yeah, because you are not looking at the screen.
I was trying to follow you while you were doing your own. Sorry about that.
It's okay. So I come to look up, guys, pivot table analyze. Then I come to, where is it? Field items and sets. Okay, then I come to calculate field. and I give my new feed a name. I have to give it a name. We call it sales targets, for example. Okay, I have to delete the previous one. I have to delete the previous one because I want to create another one. So basically, if you create a new feed, you can delete it. Any feed that is part of your original data, there's no need to delete that one. Just leave that one. So, but if you create a new calculated field, you can delete it. You can delete it if you don't want it. You understand? You can always delete those ones. So that's how you do it. So you come to calculate field, and you can write sales budget. Let me just give it another name, sales budget, and you write the formula now. So 2.0 times, that's the formula now. Then you write your sales. So, and you insert it, and you click on OK. Automatically, can you see now that we have sales target and budgets under our field now? Can you see it, guys?
Yes, sir.
So that's how you do it. So it's a so it doesn't mean that pivot table is sweet. It doesn't mean that you cannot write your custom functions, formulas yourself. If you have a custom formula that you want to write, you can always write it. Sandra, Titi Layomi.
Yes, sir.
Silifa, Silifa left, maybe network. Macaulay, Olajumoke, how are you now?
So I have one question. After you times it, that after putting the formula, do you just click OK or you click add before OK, or anyone goes?
I don't understand though.
In the something you just did.
Yes, now you have to insert feed first. You know, you
Okay.
are doing you want to write a formula based on other fields that you have in your data, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I just wrote something as an example, 3.0 times something. Let's assume
Yes.
quantity. If I want to select quantity, instead of typing it, I just come here, quantity. You know, it's selected now. I click on insert field.
Okay.
And I click on OK, that's all.
Okay, no need to click on add. I was seeing add up there.
Sometimes you can click on
an add then.
Yeah, sometimes you can click on add. If you have something like this, quantity, let's call it Q quantity 1 or quantity test, something like that. So you can add it. It is going to be automatically part of this place, and you can continue writing other formulas that you want instead of coming back.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so as many fields that one needs or wants, one can add it to this field list.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
So under this quantity test now, it recognizes the formula 3.0 times quantity. That is what it understands as the quantity test. Yes. That's the formula under it. Yes. Okay, I see. This is amazing. Very amazing. Okay. Okay, so I have one more question. Just a reminder. You talked about we are going to do dashboard. I don't know if it's for next class.
I'm going to send a video about it. We have a lot of things to cover, and we're unable to do it today. So I'm going to send a video. You are going to watch it and implement. Is that okay?
So it's
you are going to watch it and implement. So
okay, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? Any other question, guys? Okay. Thank you guys for showing up today on beautiful Saturday evening. So have a nice Saturday rest. Have a good night rest. And we call it a day.
Our next class will be tomorrow.
Yes, our next class is going to be tomorrow. Yeah.
I know by many.
Hello, are you going to upload the video immediately?
I'm going to upload it within the next 2 hours, not immediately. It takes some time to convert and upload, so. But I will try my best. It won't be more than 2 hours. Is that all right? Is that okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye. Bye.
Bye, sir.